Oh, you hear the?
There we
Yeah,
go.
here we
Hello,
go.
hello. Welcome to Ram and Goat Astrology. I'm Laura Lee.
I'm Helena. Welcome.
It's been a little bit.
It's it has. We sort of
Life was lifing.
oh my God. Yeah, I wonder if this is like general for everyone. I haven't even been checking the transits for the last couple of 2 weeks, I think,
I
because
have
time
had
has
no time to
gone
check
way too
anything.
fast. Yeah, it's been really intense
Yeah, for
and
real.
hectic. And today we have a new moon in Taurus. So 2 weeks ago we had a full. Oh, so since the full moon in Scorpio, pretty much, I
Oh,
guess things have been very intense. Surprise, surprise.
yeah, yeah, for real.
Oh, makes sense now.
Yeah, the full moon in Scorpio was the day we arrived for the retreat.
Yeah.
So that was the full moon in Scorpio, and that kind of kicked off our retreat. And then I arrived home on the 7th, which was a Thursday. And then it took that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for me to energetically kind of sort of attempt to adjust to my family. That was quite the shit show. I don't know how to describe it other than a freaking roller coaster of energetics and emotions and dynamics. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just a lot.
Mm.
So that was there. And then my cycle started like the next day. And then I've just been hanging out dealing with that. And now here we are. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that the full moon in Scorpio has done its job. Like it's
Whew.
illuminated all the intense
Yeah.
um, crap that's been just lying
Great
down at the bottom of the
description.
ocean. Yeah, and just being like, nestled into the seabed of the seafloor.
Yeah.
And then the Scorpio full moon just like rah, brought it up to the surface. And now, and then there was just poo floating around that we had to deal with.
Real.
Uh, and that's why we've been swimming around and I guess dealing with the poop, and it's not fun dealing with that. Um, you like my analogy?
I do. I do. And it's just interesting because on our retreat, we talked about poop multiple times a day.
Pluto and Scorpio. Pluto rules poop, by the way.
Well, that
And
makes a lot
Pluto
of
is the
sense. And
whole
it's in
Scorpio.
Aquarius, and we were in our little Aquarian weirdo group, club social circle of this retreat. And we talked about poop so many times, and healthy poop and
Mm.
moving the poop and different ways to get poop to get out of you. And like, it was
It's a big
insane.
part. It's a big part of living.
It really
I
is.
mean, it's like, and I actually, I really, because you know how much I love Scorpio season, and
We do talk about
like
it a lot.
yeah, like my passion is like the fall when everything in nature like dies. But then it's the same with like when you poop.
Yeah.
Um, all of the everything that used to be alive, like the food that you ate, it was alive, and then all the nutrients has gone into our body, and then what's left is just well, the remains that it's dead, and then we need to eject that, and that's a really important, like that's kind of like a ritual.
It's not just like the food you don't eat, it's also like your emotional shit too. Like you poop out your
Yeah.
emotional crap as
Oh
well.
yeah.
And if you're detoxing, you're pooping out like fat cells and the toxins that were inside of those. And
Yeah.
it's amazing what we shit out.
But yeah, when you get nervous,
Yeah.
sometimes you get nervous in your belly and you need to go to the bathroom and do
Yeah.
a poop.
Yep.
That must be something, right? Like that the nervousness, like there's some kind of emotions
Activation.
that are, yeah, because I always used to think that it's just activation, but do you think also that it has something to do with like, because when you're nervous, it's usually because you think something is going to be not so good and nice.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're a little scared, and maybe that's why you're ejecting when
Mm,
your stomach is trying to get rid of it.
yeah. Very well could be.
because you always feel better after you go to the bathroom.
Absolutely. And then there's, of course, you're going to go through labor here soon. And there's always the
Yeah,
fun, like you poop in labor, like that just happens. And nobody wants to talk about that. And I was like,
yeah.
it happens every time.
Shit happens.
There's no
Yeah.
way you can push a baby's head out with because your rectum and colon is like right there as well. And if it has to squeeze, it's like toothpaste tube.
Whatever's there is gonna come out, I guess.
It's like
Yeah.
a toothpaste tube. It's got to get squeezed out. So now this is
God.
interesting because it was on May 6th that our friend Pluto went retrograde in Aquarius.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I felt this and I have been feeling this. And I think it's been extra because then our friend Uranus is now in Gemini and moving, steadily through there. So we have our friend Chaos in the sign of air, new element, and we have our planet of intense experiences in Aquarius now going backwards. So it's like the ripple effect is like, and the energetic retrograde is causing, I feel like, more chaos on top of Uranus and Gemini. So there's like
Yeah.
this equally, like the vibrations are off. I can't describe it any other way. The vibrations are off. This is my description. And I feel like I felt that because we got home on the 7th and it was shortly after that weekend, it was me and a lot of other people. I had some clients contacting me and they're like, what is going on? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Pluto retrograde. I'm pretty sure this is like, it's almost like the boat suddenly turned around and now the ripples of the water are like different than they were before. And the waves are all over and it just feels unstable in my nervous system. And girl, I got to tell you this. Okay. So when I went to Arizona, I feel like my spiritual doorway where I could obtain and absorb 12th house information and psychic information was about the size of like a human door frame. Okay. Prior to Felix, it was probably the size of like a bucket on my head. And then after I had Felix, it became like a full like door frame. After I left Arizona, now I understand vortices. I don't know what the plural of vortex is. Vortice. Okay. So with multiple vortexes, I understand they are an energetic vibration that's stronger on the planet. And they amplify our own gifts and things and can open things. So I left there and I now feel like my spiritual doorway is like the giant doorway of like a semi truck garage door. Like if you took a semi truck and you had that kind of a garage door, I feel like that is now my opening. And I'm using the word I feel all the time now, or the words I feel all the time. I was cooking this morning and Felix was definitely having his own feelings and they were ridiculous, frankly, because he's 3 and that's just what happens. And he was clinging to me while I was engaged in a conversation with another kid. There's music on and I was making food and there's a lot of chaos going on. And he's running to me and crying in my leg and nobody's doing anything about it. And I'm physically like cringing and pulling away from him. And I was like, somebody remove the kid right now, right now, right now. I was like energetically, it felt like I was standing in front of a
overstimulated.
It felt like I was in front of a really loud speaker at like a amphitheater or something, right? Like I was like, and I looked at Philip. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, but like we're gonna have a talk about how these little micro tantrums he has, how they're handled. I think everybody just needs to take him and remove him from the house. Like just take him outside, take him out on the porch because
Aries kid.
I'm not able to manage yet. I've been home a week, but it's so, it's like someone turned my volume up like 10 times. And it's not just hearing, right? People are like, well, wear those earbuds. And I was like, that doesn't actually help because now I can just hear myself a lot louder and that doesn't make anything better. So I'm trying to get myself in environments that are peaceful and calm, like outside, right? So today I was outside a lot. Yesterday I was outside a lot. And I think us getting out of our home and moving out so that we can get a bigger home and build a bigger home is going to
Mm.
be crucial because
Yeah.
there is nowhere to go right now. There is no safe
Yeah.
place to go and breathe other than outside.
Outside.
So I don't know if
Yeah.
the Pluto retrograde in Aquarius is amplifying stuff or like helping, or if Gemini
Yeah.
Jupiter or Gemini Uranus is help. I don't know. And then Jupiter is going further through Cancer and getting to the later degrees of Cancer,
Mm.
which is also in the second house for me right now, and my foundational needs and building a foundation on the
Mm.
vibrations of the water. And I was like, oh, freaking great.
But I do really think also like that we shouldn't uh underestimate the power of the full moon in Scorpio,
I can't say
because
enough how much you are
yeah,
correct.
because it's not only like on the day of a full moon that you're affected by the full moon. I mean,
No.
on the day it's the strongest, but let's say like on the day you have all of these emotions
Yeah.
and new feelings and thoughts that are really intense, and a little bit maybe you haven't been wanting to think about them because
Yeah.
Scorpio is about things that have been
Dark
in hiding a lot, and full moons really illuminate, and moons are all about emotions. So
emotions.
then all of a sudden you're aware of all of these mm, thoughts that you don't really want to have, maybe things that are a little bit not as you prefer it in a relationship, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe you're treating yourself in a way that you're like, oh, I did not know that I had this behavior that you didn't really want to see. And that is going to affect you for weeks and like a long time after. And maybe you will have a blow up with your partner 2 weeks after,
Yeah.
when that's like when you cannot keep it inside
It
any
was a
longer
week. It
because
was
you've
a
been,
week after for me.
yeah,
it was.
yeah,
It was literally that I got back Thursday. It was that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We were just off, like
yeah.
energetically off. And it was like no matter what the conversation was or how I approached it, we just kept like, right? Like
Yeah.
just constantly, like Aries Rams, just.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. I don't want to fight with you at all. What is going on? And then the more I kept stating that, like, I'm not fighting, the more like upset he would get. Cause I think like maybe he
Mm,
needed the emotional push because his moon in Aries is
mm,
hidden in his 12th house. So sometimes I think he actually needs me to like fight with him to stimulate that.
yeah.
And I didn't want to. And I was pulling back and he didn't like that. So it was just
Yeah.
interesting. So I now with this new moon in Taurus today, this brings, oh, thank God, some stabilization.
Mm,
Right? This helps improve security and helps improve confidence, and ideally brings access to resources or financial situations, improving just better, I don't know, better
mm-hmm,
foundation, you know?
mm-hmm. A very, very super active new moon this is. Like I'm looking at the chart now and I've been feeling very activated the last two days. And
Mm-hmm.
funny enough, it's been I've been thinking a lot about um my financial situation.
Yep. Imagine
Uh,
that.
Taurus season.
Uh-huh.
And like this new moon is conjunct Mercury.
As yeah,
It's very close to Uranus.
yeah.
It's sextile to Jupiter. It's sextile to Neptune.
Yep.
It's in a trine to Pluto.
Yep.
And at the same time, we're having Mars and Chiron conjunct
In
in
Aries.
Aries.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah,
In late
I've felt
degree
my.
Aries, like
Mhm.
really late degree Aries. So this is
I have thought a lot about how like financial mistakes and like my like open wound about things I'm not good at around that.
heck yeah. Heck
Mm.
yeah. And as Chiron treks out of Aries and into Taurus, he's gonna be tapping everybody on the shoulder and going, hey, you think you're safe and secure? And he's
Mm.
going to wake up that wound for us. Now, those of us with the wounding in Taurus naturally or natally, we've been living with this one forever. So we're like, bring it,
Yeah.
come on, bring it. we've been through all the recessions, all the everything's like we come on, come on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I can yeah, so of course that's coming now. Like I can see how yeah, like globally for a lot of countries economics I think is going to be
Massive wound
very heavily
issues.
hit.
Yes.
And that will be when Chiron enters
Hmm.
Taurus. Makes so much
Doesn't it?
sense.
I know.
Yep.
And then those of us who have this natally are like, we've been there, done that, and we've had to learn a different way to function. We've had to
Mm.
learn to rely on different ways of investing or different ways of gaining funds. We've had to figure out different avenues because we don't fit in any kind of normal financial box.
Yeah.
And our wound is around that core issue of safety, stability, finances,
Mm.
and there's a lot of us who are like, come on, bring it. Like, yeah, sure. Have an economic implosion. We've been sitting here waiting for it anyway.
Yeah. Wow. Today, I went to a small festival that my friend arranged
Oh, fun.
nearby to where I live, and it was all about herbs.
Cool.
Uh, yes. So, oh yeah, I started talking about this because I felt like, oh, what a great day to pick for this festival on a Taurus new moon. It felt very, getting in touch with nature and
Perfect.
with herbs,
Yeah.
uh, and you talking about like, recession and all of that got me thinking about how much food there is growing in the nature in our forest that we have forgotten are edible,
Yep. Yep.
or
Absolutely.
also slash way too lazy to just go and pick them, or like to
Mhm.
find out what we can use.
There is
And I
so
also,
much edible food out there.
yeah,
Cattails alone. That plant grows in like swampy areas. The root is amazing for flour. The stalk can be
cat.
used
I
for,
have to look up what this is in Swedish.
yeah, look up a cattail. It's a tall plant with a brown, like almost like a hot dog on the end. And then when it goes to seed, it turns into this puffy white kind of cotton.
Oh, it looks like a grass.
Yeah, it grows in like
So you can
pond
eat
areas and stuff.
this.
The
Oh,
root of it, you dig out the root in like June, and you can dry it and then pulverize it into flour. It's an amazing gluten-free flour
wow.
alternative. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff you can do with the rest of the plant. I can't
That's
remember it right now,
amazing.
but I just know like it is an amazing food. Don't even get me started on dandelions. And then there's a thing called
Yeah.
like wild spinach, and just there's tons of food out there, tons of it.
There's so much this in Sweden we have this ramps. Oh, you
Oh
have it in
yeah,
the States too.
ramps. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ramps. And actually, did you know about eating acorns? Maybe you did.
No,
Apparently, so acorns, if you just eat them as they are, they have a bit of poison
you
in
have to
them. Like
cook
we
them,
shouldn't,
right? You have to
yeah,
bake them or something.
or steam them or something like that. But so apparently, at least in Sweden, we've been told like, no, you can't eat acorns, they're poisonous, la la. But we Swedish people used to have this as one of their staples in the kitchen. And you can make flour with that as well. I have a friend who he's obsessed with acorns, and he has made acorn noodles, acorn burgers, acorn
Cool.
bread. Yeah, like everything acorn. And it's just like they're just out there,
They're out there.
all of these
Exactly.
oaks. So, but I have to tell everyone who lives around Stockholm to go and visit my friend's store, the one who arranged this herb festival. Her name is Daniela. Have we had her on the show?
I don't think we have
Maybe we
yet.
haven't. No,
No, we need to.
we do. And she has a store here in Aspudden in Sweden, in Stockholm, where she sells a lot of beautiful crafts. But she's a what do you call someone who makes candles, beeswax candles? She's a steeper.
Uh, I do
A
know that.
candle steeper.
Yes, that works.
or something like that.
We'll do that.
But only with beeswax, like really good quality. And she will also like make these ritual candles. She rolls them in herbs. And then she will give you like a little note that says what planet is in collaboration with that herb
That's
that
cool.
you're burning with the candle for. Yeah, so I had no idea, for example, elderflower is ruled by Saturn.
Why?
So I got some, I have no idea, I have to look it up. But yeah, because it doesn't feel like a,
My brain
like,
went, wait, why? Why is that connected with Saturn?
exactly. They don't feel, I don't know too much about elderflower, but it feels like such a soft
Maybe,
flower.
well, if I mean the elderberry bush is very,
Yeah.
very hardy, very hardy, and it can grow in really cold climate, and it is pretty
Mm.
much
Yeah, because it
guaranteed to
grows here.
return, and
Yeah.
it's pretty stable. Yeah, that might be why.
Actually, I remember, yeah, it had a lot to do with boundaries. Elderflower was great for boundaries, and there you go, it's Saturn.
There you
So
go.
yeah, I got some elderflower slash Saturn candles, for example, and everyone should go and visit her store and get their own candles. Her name is Björnlunda Arvet, and she's in Aspudden, and she's amazing. And her name is Daniela.
Very cool. Way to give her a shout
Yeah,
out. I can't wait to go visit.
yeah,
Take me there when
yeah.
I come visit.
You would love it. Love
Yay.
it.
So
And she's obsessed with Pluto too.
I mean, all the good ones are, right? Like all the weirdos.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's so much fun when I really dive into Pluto because it's pretty prominent in my chart. It's right at the fifth, sixth house cusp, depending on what house system you use. For me, it's either in the fifth house with Placidus or sixth house with the Campanus system. So it's very dominant in my chart with either my creativity and children or my daily routines and how I serve. Either way, it's there.
Mm.
It's also in my husband's sixth house as well. It's my daughter, it's in her third house of communication, right at the fourth house cusp. So it's real prominent in her house area of life of her family and her talking and the way she communicates. So Pluto's really intense in our family and in all of my kids' charts. And I feel like it's an important planet to learn about because of its intensity.
Yeah.
And it is where it goes. It really, it's little and mighty, but like think about dynamite, comes in little packages.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm a
Mm-hmm.
pretty small person. My therapist just said that to me the other day. She's like, "Well, dynamite comes in small packages." I was like, "I love that saying."
You want to hear a funny side story to dynamite?
Tell me.
So dynamite was invented by Alfred Nobel,
Yeah.
and the testing area where he would test that is in Aspudden, where Daniela's store is at.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
That's the best random side quest story I've ever
yeah.
heard.
It was so funny that you brought it up.